Let's do it, baby. Franchise. I'm ready. I think. Where did we leave off last night? I don't even remember. With my negative 100 GM reputation. I don't even remember where the hell we left off at this stage. Did I set up the team? We played last night, too. Okay, we are good, right? I didn't have any signings to do. I think we're good. Start of the season, we brought in Carlo Koliakovo on defense. Okay. All right, we look good. We look good, we look good. And it should be a matter of, hey, we can make the playoffs for once. Hopefully. Finally. I will check whether or not we needed cap wheels or not. I don't think we did. But I also don't think we had anybody to trade. 31 million in cap available, but I do think we at least offered somebody a big-time deal. Let me see what's up. Let me see what's up. Let me send him a few days just to make sure we didn't have a cap whale. And then we'll get going. Pretty sure I sent out offers, though. Pretty sure. When would we not? Aha! That's right. To Steve Monador and Ossi Vannanen. There we go. All right, so cap-wise, we should be good. Everything's looking good, I think. Let's do it. And hopefully, this really is the first season, right? Like, obviously, I just kind of took a glance at the roster. I don't quite know if this team is playoff caliber yet, but man, it's close, right? It's close. I remember because I think you're at negative 80. Yeah, cynical, that's right. So we can definitely confirm signing dudes to bad contracts. The game does not like that at all. But I would like to think... I'd like to think we can get this done. And again, in goal, we still have Makarov and Williams, who we picked up via deadline acquisition last year. So as we do, I actually got to turn off. That's the one thing. That's the one thing. We got to turn off trade offer notifications. I don't want those. Hello. Weird delay. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. All right, Buffalo. I believe in you. I believe. There's going to be a documentary about Alex Daig. All respect to Alex Daig. Why? That's my question. Why? I mean, I get it. Like, you know, one of the biggest busts. I don't even think it was I don't even think he was necessarily a bust. Like, I mean, yeah, if we're talking like what draft bust. Shout out to Warrior, by the way. How'd the stream go? If we talk about like what chosen one, Alex Daig saving Sackett coming to Prime Video in Canada. Why? I just, like I said, no disrespect to Alex Daig, but the guy played 600 games. He had 300 points. Like, he was a bad first overall pick, but it's not like he's not the worst first overall pick of all time. He's not. I mean, especially too, I'm looking at it like, yeah, the top five. He wasn't even the worst player in the top five that year. I mean, maybe he was. He was about on par with Chris Gratton, who went third overall. Like, obviously, he wasn't Pronger, Correa, or even Rob Niedermeyer. Why? Warrior, sorry to hear it. What the hell? I'm just... What's a hockey doc that I want that's not made yet? Mike Milbury sitting face-to-face with the man who he beat with his own shoe. That's what I want. It's funny, Daig's not even the worst one. It's funny, I'm looking at an article from the Hockey Writers while we look through this. It's fine. They have Daig at 10th. Again, 600 games, over 300 points. Brian Lawton only played 400 games as a first overall pick. Patrick Stefan If you're going to give a documentary to someone more modern being the worst first overall pick. But even then, Patrick Stefan, I still think, played more games than Yakupov, didn't he? Greg Jolly, 300 games, under 100 points. Yakupov, yeah, only played 350 games. Even Yakupov wasn't necessarily a terrible player. 136 points in 350 games. You're not a useless player at that stage. It's just, I'm going to go back to Russia because I'm not going to be the star I thought I was. I don't know if it's fair to say DiPietro's a gigantic bust. He had a lot of injury trouble. Gord Kluzak is the one that always comes to mind for me because he was a Bruin. But again, look at that. That's why Gord Kluzak didn't pan out. You know? Is it fair to call someone a bust if it was because of injuries? And then they have Claude Gauthier, Andre Veilleux, and Rick Pagnuti. Yeah, I don't really get why Patrick Stefan's getting... I don't get why Patrick Stefan's getting this documentary when he's not even the worst first overall pick of all time. I don't get it. Yeah, he was highly touted at a junior. A lot of players were. So, remember when Bardown made an article where they called a player a bust when he died? I don't remember that, but sounds about right. That sounds about right, doesn't it? Take Stefan than Yakupov. I mean, again, modern era. Those would be the top three. So, and again, for my money, it's like, if you're gonna make a documentary on someone who didn't make it, it'd be Patrick Stefan. I think you have to put number one. So, my opinion, at least. We are not exactly off to a flying start here. One more year of being a rebuilder might not be the worst. Give me a second. Sorry, give me a second here. All right. Reception. Nighthawk, I didn't, but there are some technical glitches with NHL 24. So, yeah. Again, it's funny. 24. I still have people ask me on a daily basis, like, "Hey, you gonna play 24? Should I skip 24? Are you gonna do anything roster editing wise?" The answer's still not planning on it at the moment. There was a video that was put out today, by the way, from the Vancouver Canucks. Very similar to the video when the Columbus Blue Jackets went to EA Studios. And it's dudes going over their ratings and their overall... Look at this right here. Tyler Myers, 87 slap shot power. Mind you, I don't think we've ever seen him take a slap shot. And they laugh about it. And it's one of those things where it's like, if I saw a video like this, I would be so embarrassed if it was my game. I would be so embarrassed of players laughing about how fucking wonky the ratings are in my video game. I would be embarrassed. Especially, too, when there's plenty of ways to improve that situation. Whether it be hiring individuals, a group of individuals, fucking analytics outlets, something, do something, change it for the love of God. Fucking hire me like you should have 5 fucking years ago. Christ. Especially when that team plays half an hour from your offices. Yeah, you'd think, I don't know. I don't even know what you'd think at this point. There's no point in trying to apply logic and sense to how EA does ratings. There really isn't. It really isn't. Why did they refuse to reach out for help regarding? I don't know. I don't know if it's a budget thing or what. I don't know if it's a budget thing or what the hell it is, a resource thing. I don't know if the primary scout that they refer to for the project has blackmail on EA leads. Like, I have no idea. It's astonishing, though, that it's still as bad of a situation as it is with ratings. Where you have a Red Wings fan like Tactics constantly pointing out, Moritz Seider has 97 acceleration. Shout out to JMC for the follow, by the way. JMC, Jevil may cry. It's going to be a lot of bad jokes tonight, everybody. Get ready for those. Get ready for those. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe someday the ratings will be good. Maybe someday, maybe someday. Goodness, goodness. All right. All right. Team C2. Oh, goodness. Even McDavid's rating is okay, he still only puts up 80 points. That's true. That is true. At the same time, though, I feel like a part of that... Well, then again, no. Even on my custom rosters, McDavid often didn't put up too many points. You know, I'm now very intrigued by something. While this is simming, actually, it'll stop in a second. I need to check something on NHL 24 now. Bear with me. Bear with me. Because there would be a relatively easy way, that is. Let me flip that over. Of getting Connor McDavid to actually do something again. I do still have 24 installed for the sake of checking rating stuff, answering people's questions, checking out patches, shit like that. You know, I haven't done anything on the game outside of outside of 2 eShore games post-patch, and then said, nope, this game's still not good, in my opinion. If you enjoy it, by all means, continue to enjoy it. Hello? Will you load, please? Will you please load? Please, please, please. Thank you. So, active roster. Bear with me. We'll get back to the 14 in a minute. There was an update for October 20th, which I don't believe they put out any notes about what changed for this, by the way. That's fun. That's fun. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. So obviously that was the famous thing, is Connor McDavid having like 80 points for me. I just have to check this now because it will bother the crap out of me otherwise. Oops, meant to go to the ratings. Still not very used to this new system either. It's because I haven't played it. Have they fixed Tej Ginla's potential? We could get 5 out of 15. Literally, one of the easiest solutions you could do is just put Connor McDavid at 0 out of 15. And he would put up more points. I can essentially guarantee it. But they don't do that. And I'd rather have Connor McDavid put up an unrealistic, like, 70 goals than put up 82 points in a season, you know? But really quickly, just because it was asked about, Tej Ginla. He's not on Seattle, right? I forgot what team he was on. He was on Seattle. Where the hell did Tej Ginla get traded? He was on Seattle, and then he got traded. I don't remember to where. It wasn't Spokane. I don't want to sit here and look around. I genuinely don't remember what fucking team he's on right now. Kelowna doesn't exist anymore. I'll fucking Google it. I thought someone would be like, actually, he's on this team. But I just don't fucking remember. He is on Kelowna. Never mind. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, they did fix him. Look at that. That's all we have to do is bitch about it on Twitter. And then they'll fix stuff that should have been situated to begin with. Congratulations, Kelowna. There you go. Anyway. There you go. What do you mean Kelowna doesn't exist anymore? Nobody cares about Kelowna. That's why. And I definitely wasn't confusing them with the Winnipeg Ice. Anyway, let's march on. Let's march on. Hey, look, if there's any fucking night that you can just sit here and be like, you know, let's go do some slack about a mistake. Can it please be this night? Thank you. Fuck Kelowna. I'm gonna double down. Kelowna doesn't exist. Fuck you, Kelowna. Fucking too much Kelowna, because you smell like ass. Yeah, got him. Roasted. You're no Cologne, Germany, Kelowna. My Kelowna. Yeah, more like Kelowna. Exactly. All caps. Kelowna. No thanks. Fucking take that rocket and leave. Just take Kelowna and move it somewhere else. Anyway, yeah. Hey, we have fun here. We have fun here. Except our team's still not really doing as well as I wanted them to do, unfortunately. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Give me a second here. Did they put out a tweet about that roster update? Because I certainly didn't see it. There's the update. Nope, they didn't. They sure didn't. That's fun. Oh, goodness. You know how we've been asking them for 5 straight fucking years? Give me 1 second here. There we go. Love to see it. All right, we're good. All-Star break. Yes, I would like to stop the sim. No, I would not like to play it. What are we? 20, 21, and 4. We are still not quite what I was hoping we would be. That is unfortunate. Let's take a look here. So we got Bailey on 38 points, McDavid on 27, as well as Barbashev. Draisaitl 23, Oshie only 22, Safronov 22. So we don't have any elite scorers. In general, the scoring's not that brutal. It's not amazing, though. Defensively, Tyler Myers is a minus 18. In goal, Makarov and Williams, for that matter, have pretty decent numbers. I can't blame the goaltending. It just feels like certain individuals are struggling to deliver here. We're going to go with McAllister and Walser. We're going to demote Tyler Myers. And probably put Myers on the block to see what we can get for him. Barbashev continues to work well with Gergensons, though. In the AHL, really quickly, I don't think we've had too much player development, at least nothing drastic. So, yeah, I hate to say it, man, but Tyler Myers might have to go. Let's go turn the trade offer alerts back on. Nope, not that one. Not that one. That one. That one. All right. Let's see what we can do. Can we do? Please trade into Vancouver. I'll try. I will try. We are at the point. We don't necessarily need prospects now. But I do want players who are good. We're talking like 82 and up. Maybe even an 83 and up. I want good younger players, core players, essentially. I'm thinking about playing old Mads after NHL. Probably not, but you never know. Again, I don't really... Like, there were times where I had, like, oh, after this, I'm going to do this. And I just like to go with it. It's like, what has my interest at this point in time? Cool. That's what I'm going to play. So, not someone who likes to super plan things out at this stage. I just like to play whatever has my interest at the time. Am I doing 24 Days of Chell again? No. I have a very busy November and December, so no. We will have a charity event in December, but it will not be that particular deal. Especially with me playing a lot of these games now, you know? Is there anybody else other than Tyler Myers? I don't think so. Go with Myers and Vlasic. Today's the 8-year anniversary of Kirk. You like that, Cousins. The highlight of his career. No disrespect, Kirk, but hasn't gone too well for Mr. Cousins, has it? Really hasn't. Let's see, Boyd Gordon is on waivers. Not a bad player, certainly. I actually will claim him. Talked about the FHM trailer. I mean, slightly. I'm excited for it. I'm sure we'll play it. I'm sure we'll have fun. You know, there's some changes that I still hope they make in subsequent releases that they haven't made yet. But Lisak for a second and a fourth. I do have to take a look at this guy, who is a 60 overall at 20 years old. He's pretty unlikely to make it at this stage. Hate to say it. He should probably go. We'll take that second and a fourth from New Jersey. My buying UFC. I do have a copy of UFC 5, thanks to my EA affiliation. Be open and honest about that. It's going to be a no. But yeah, in terms of playing the game, I'm undecided, because initially I didn't like it during the beta. But I have played it a little bit. I've played about an hour or so of it. And on simulation settings, it's actually not that bad. It does feel like working the body to tire people out works. There's still, though, too many moments of you absolutely floor somebody and they spring back to their feet. And then you floor them again and they spring back to their feet. It's like you're fighting one of those fucking inflatable clowns. You just keep punching it over. It's just, you have to dish out. Like, it's so difficult to just knock somebody out clean. You have to essentially kill them to put them down. Like, I had a fight against the AI on Legendary. I knocked him down 12 times and then won by decision. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. I've watched a lot of MMA in my time. It's not often someone gets knocked down 12 times and makes it to the scorecards, you know? So, you know. Is Hockey Manager comparable to FM? T-Reds, yes, it is essentially made. It's made by the same people who make Out of the Park Baseball. But it is not nearly as fleshed out as Football Manager is. So, it's in the same vein, but it's not quite the quality. So, was your opponent Randy Marsh? It fucking felt like it in that fight. And dude, the fight, it was Frankie Edgar against Edson Barbosa. And Barbosa has a chin of granite, as we've learned. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I can mess with the sliders in that game and get it to a fun state where it feels like, oh, you can actually catch somebody with a clean shot and win a fight, then yeah, I will potentially consider playing it and doing a career mode as we typically do. But yeah. Again, we don't want to trade McAllister. I am not getting any trade offers for Tyler Myers, which I think is very telling. Very, very telling. So, keep getting offers for a guy like Barbashev and McAllister, but we might have to manually find a trade for Tyler Myers, especially, too. It's not looking like we're going to take that step up. Isn't there an online career mode? There might be. I never look into online aspects of things with fighting games. And win or lose, it's just not often that fun. Like, we did play one of the older EA UFCs online. How sweet it was with Gustafsson. But, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll leave that to one OG Kevin Bacon. It's fine by me. 3 straight wins. Man, we are an inconsistent team, aren't we? McAllister, I'm not trading McAllister. Not doing that. No, thank you. All right, can we please get a trade offer for Tyler Myers? Because we are under 500. We're not going to be adding at this deadline. If anything, we're going to be looking to sell off some pieces. Franz Nielsen. How old is old Franz at this point? 34. Very good skater, decent defensively, but we don't need him. How much you want to bet that someone we know was moved over to UFC 5's team as well? Potentially. Potentially. I think I know who you're referring to, Enda. I can't say with certainty. But who knows? Again, we're not trading McAllister. We are closing in on the deadline. 28, 27, and 6. So it still won't be the year that we finally push to start making the playoffs, which is a bit of a shame. It'll be 2020 at the earliest that we make the playoffs. Did the message center just say Baby Sharks? Yes, the Worcester Sharks, who were known as the Baby Sharks. Do. Baby Sharks. Thank God they moved to San Jose before that song became a thing. Holy God. That was an insufferable team to watch in the first place. All right, no trade offer in the first hour. Yeah, Myers is on an expiring contract. He's not doing that well this season. He's a minus 22. Tyler Myers has to go. We have to find a trade for him. Anaheim would be possible. They're trying to move on from Emerson Edom. So UFA at the end of the year. Good offensive player. Only has 22 points in 63 games. Santos. I mean, if the team that has him is willing to trade him, you got to remember what kind of cap situations we end up looking at. So Anaheim has someone like Emerson Edom and a very, very valuable first-round pick. Boston, willing to trade their first. Fontaine and Sam Reinhart aren't good enough overalls at this stage, so no. Santos is currently playing for the Mariners. Correct. I wasn't sure if that was the same one, though. Funny enough. Calgary, not willing to trade their first, and they're looking to get rid of veterans. It's not a good fit. Carolina's willing to trade their first, but that's about it. So it's not really a good deal. Colorado, not much there. Columbus, better tootin', but he's 35. Dallas. I mean, we've debated getting Louis Eriksson a few times. They don't want to trade either of the first they have, though, so that kind of sucks. And hopefully my internet didn't just die. Let's wait and see if the internet died or if it's just the connection to Twitch. Hi, YouTube. How are you? We have fun here. All right, OBS Studio is disconnected. Have I lost my internet connection, though? Let's find out. Looks like it, chat. No internet for yours truly. Or YouTube, the lovely YouTube comments. So that's where this video is going to stop, and then we'll go to the rest of the deadline soon.